All right, chat, lock in.
There was a time not too long ago where going to the movies was one of the better things you could do with your night. You could just get your overpriced popcorn, find your seat, and for 2 hours, you're just gone and you're completely locked in. Whatever was stressing you out before you walked through those doors doesn't exist anymore. The movie is the only thing that exists. That was the whole thing. Even during the Great Depression, the movie industry was soaring. Now, somewhere along the way, I don't know exactly when, I don't know exactly who started it, but the deal got violated. Because going to the movies now is not a peaceful experience, it's kind of an endurance test, and you're paying at minimum.
Oh my goodness. Every movie I've been to, like the last three movies I've been to, somebody has dressed up like the movie and just started cosplaying as that person, and I swear to you, it is the most annoying thing ever, bro.
$15 to sit in a dark room with a random selection of people who have collectively decided their individual experience matters more than everybody else's combined, and you just have to sit there. So today we're breaking down the worst things about movie theaters right now. Let's go. And there's no better way to start off than with the TikTok attention span couple. These two are dangerous specifically because of where they sit. Like, they always, and I need you to understand that I mean always, end up directly in front of you. Like, this shit is not a coincidence. I think the universe does this deliberately as some kind of test. The movie's been going on for maybe 12 minutes. Things are just starting to develop. There's a tense scene. The theater is dark. And then suddenly, in your direct sight line, a phone screen erupts. The brightness has to be on max.
Bro, literally all of my friends, like everybody I've been to movie theaters with, but like when the movie's starting, they'll take a quick picture and their phone is on bright, so like the little flash goes off, and then they put the location we're at, bro. It's like why are we doing this?
Every time, and like they're signaling a fucking aircraft. The glow from that screen is filling your peripheral vision and actively pulling you out of the film you paid to see. This is 10 times worse than the CSGO flashbang. Put Trainwreck's TV getting flashbanged on the screen. This is you in the theater. Never, and I mean never, is their phone out for any good reason. There's no emergency ever. They're just scrolling. It's just standard feed activity, like someone's watching a TikTok with the sound barely muted, and you can hear the faint audio bleeding through. I don't know what it is, but people in the modern world feel like they always have to be checking something. Real life has turned into a Five Nights at Freddy's game where you're checking the cameras, except the cameras are the different apps on your phone telling you to check them. We've also very much scrutinized Karens as a society, but Karens are the reason that people are afraid to do shit like this. Like, people don't bring out their bright ass phones during a movie because they're afraid of some Karen telling them to put it away. So, for all intents and purposes, maybe you have to be the Karen for the day. Now, I've seen people be asked to put their phone away and they'll do it, but like for 90 seconds. They physically cannot be away from their phone for the length of a feature.
Is there like actually people that does that? Like I don't I don't think I ever seen someone like at the movie theaters and then they're strictly strolling on their phone, watching TikTok, watching Instagram, or watching a live, whatever the case may be. I don't think I ever seen that in person. But I mean, at the same time, I'm the worst person to talk to about this because I barely go to the movie theaters anyways.
Film. Like, they've made the decision to come to a movie theater anyway. And that part gets me. Like, they knew this about themselves and they still bought the tickets, sat down, and committed to the situation. Like, if you know you're a phone addict or that you just have to scroll or like respond to a notification the moment you get it, don't go to the theaters. At some point during a quiet, pivotal moment in whatever movie you're watching, you'll catch yourself staring at their screen instead of the actual movie screen, and you'll realize you have no idea what's been happening in the film for like the last 10 minutes. And then you realize the collateral damage this person has done. It's quite brutal. Moving on, we've got the snack concealment family. Now, I gotta be honest with you, this is like a rare moment of moral complexity in this video because I cannot fully be mad at the snack concealment family because Walmart popcorn is $2 and the movie theater is charging $15 for the same volume of popcorn.
It's like actually real. So like last year, later last year, the Five Nights at Freddy's 2 movie went. Me and my cousin went, and we got two popcorns and two cokes. Like, and we spent $35 on there. $35 plus the ticket itself. So us paying $14 a piece, and then the $35 on top of that, literally like we could have bought something more valuable with that money instead of popcorn and a coke. Then I see why people sneak in food, sneak in snacks, and then the movie snacks aren't the greatest anyways. They're just expensive.
in a bucket with a cartoon on it. So this family just looked at that math and said absolutely not. But I will say it doesn't stop like at a bag of M&Ms. Like you do have people bringing in full Chipotle bags stuffed into backpacks, candy bars distributed across jacket pockets, a 2-liter tote bag wrapped in a hoodie for insulation. Someone in this family like rehearsed the walk-in. They did not make eye contact at the concession stand, went straight into the theater door and did not slow down. The employee scanning tickets could see the outline of something suspicious in that bag. Like they know, they always know. But the calculations on their end is that the confrontation is not worth the $12 an hour that they're getting paid, so the snack concealment family gets through almost every time. They're sitting 2 rows behind you now eating fucking Wendy's. Like you can smell it. Like you're kind of jealous, but you know, you spending $9.50 on a popcorn and when they have a full combo meal, I mean, it is what it is. All right, moving on, we've got the seat kicker. Now, if you've ever been on an airplane, you know these people exist, but there's something that happens to your brain when you feel the first kick coming from behind you. First, it registers as an accident. Like, of course it's an accident. Nobody would just intentionally kick a seat, so you let it go. Then it happens again. Still probably an accident. They were a kid, they're fidgety, they don't realize. Then it happens again and again. And now you're 3 kicks deep, and you're trying to work up the courage to turn around and say something. The seat kicker is almost always a kid, and that kid is almost always attached to a parent who has entered a disassociation state. It's impossible for their kid to do anything wrong. Like if you say that they did something wrong to the parent will look at the child, say their name once in like a warning tone, like Connor. And this usually carries 0 weight, and then they'll return to their own checked out state. The child will pause for 90 seconds, the kicking will resume. Moving on, we've got the late arrivers. 15 minutes of trailers. 15 full minutes of movie trailers. And then you also have 15 minutes of random ass
Bro,
ads before the trailers where they show you the movie.
you know how annoying it is? Like, the movies we go to, bro, we're sitting 20 minutes and it's just trailers for the new movies coming out. It like we go there at the time it's supposed to be. It says the movie start at 5. The movie don't really start to 5:25. It's like holy, like, and then I don't want to be late because I don't want to miss nothing. But then you think about it, what are you going to miss? And then like I be looking at people, I'm like, they're really like, why are they so late? But at the same time, it might just be strategy, bro. Cause all the and then they repeat the trailers again and again and again and again and again, and it's just so annoying. Like genuinely.
Theater's own branded content, 30 minutes of buffer time built in specifically so that if you're running a little behind, you can still catch the actual film. It should be physically impossible to be late for a modern movie, and yet this movie has been going on for 20 minutes. Real plot is happening, characters are being developed, and from the back of the theater, you hear a door swing open, and a group of 5 people start making their way down your row using their phone flashlights, which they are holding roughly at eye level, which means you are getting immediately blinded during the most tense scene so far. They have not found their seats yet, they're checking their tickets, they're second guessing the row, and by the time they finally sit down, the moment is completely gone. Like whatever the movie was building up to has been dismantled by this group of complete hooligans. Also, these people will have full volume conversations about what they missed trying to play guessing games with each
Honestly, like I don't be seeing none of these people in the movie theater. I be seeing the weird emo people. We go to the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. There's people dressed up as the puppet. There's people dressed up as the animatronics. Then they're talking in this depressing slang like they're suicidal. And I just don't understand it. And I'm glad how we had our seats. We was far from everybody else. But up top there was these people in cosplay costumes and stuff, and they were so annoying. They was talking the whole time. They were not talking like themselves because that's not your voice, bro. And then the stuff they was doing is like this is why people don't go to movie theaters now.
other as to what possibly happened while they were late. Either get to the movie on time or just take the loss and watch it at home. Moving right along, we've got the clappers. Look, I understand it, like emotionally, I understand it. You've been invested in a franchise for years, like a character does something incredible. It's a genuine cinematic moment and your body just responds. Like, I get it.
Ain't nothing worse than the criers, bro. Somebody dying to see they just look so good. Like for real, bro. There's no movie that's just about to make you sad, bro. They die, they die, honestly. And then don't have us be watching no horror movie. You should expect the people to die in a horror movie. Why are you crying over Michael Myers killing someone, bro? You know what's going to happen. The whole movie's based off the killer. Of course, the killer's going to kill your favorite characters. And then you're sitting over here crying and hugging everybody. I just can't believe they died. Get over it. Nah, for real. Get over it.
But bro, the clapping, like the standing ovation, the cheering at the screen like the actors are there, they're not there. Like Robert Downey Jr. cannot hear you. The version of the story that you're watching was locked and exported and shipped to this theater weeks ago. Whatever you do in this seat is not going to reach them. You're applauding a projector screen. And the clappers do not do this once, like they'll do it throughout the movie. Like every heroic moment or every time they do like a reference to an earlier movie or like when Deadpool winks at the camera, they start clapping. Do not get me started on the post-credit screen after. The person next to you is literally trembling. The funniest version of this is when you're watching a movie and the clappers start clapping and like not everyone in the theater joins in, so it's just like 6 people clapping in a room of 200 and it just fades out awkwardly after about 4 seconds. You'd think the silence would be a cue to the clappers that maybe they're a little out of place, but they're completely unbothered and planning on doing it again. I think movie theaters have to understand that with all the options out there for consuming media, they have to step up their game a bit and compete better. Because the reality is, most people would prefer to lay in bed or on their couch and watch something on Netflix than actually go to the theater, have to risk some idiot on their phone the whole time, and be out $30 the moment they get thirsty.
This is the real question. Like, let's say in 20 years from now, do you think movie theaters will be a thing? I mean, I think movie theaters will be a thing, but I will look at them as like Chuck E. Cheese's. Like, there's not a lot of Chuck E. Cheese's around the world, but there are some. And then the ones they're like busy during certain hours or certain movies, like the Michael movie. You can't watch the Michael movie right now, but everybody was going to go see that Michael movie. So I think it's going to be something like that, like the party cities. There's not a lot of party cities, but they're at certain locations. I think eventually movie theaters will be like that. And if it's not like that, I think it's going to be going because movie theaters. Why go to a movie theater when you could pay for a 9.99 subscription instead of paying $60 for one movie, 1 hour and a half, 2 hours at most movie? When you can watch it on Netflix, watch it on Peacock, watch it on Hulu. You see how many options we have? Stars, and the list goes on and on. There has to be that movie. The movie has to be on some platform, right? So just like the Obsession movie. That movie got so many views and so many props, all this good stuff. Where they put it on stream, so you could watch it on some streaming devices because they want everybody to see it now. Because the movie theater crowd liked it, so they expect the at home crowd to like it. It's a good movie. I've seen it. It's a good movie. You should watch it if you haven't already.
You're hungry. Now, even though these issues are prevalent, if the movies themselves that we're dropping were insanely good and only available in theaters, then people would go. But I feel like shit just hasn't been that good in the past few years. Like, yeah, Oppenheimer was in 2022. That movie was okay. I'm sure there's like one good movie a year that I go and see, but I gotta say, there should be bangers every week, and there just isn't. I like movies and I like having an excuse to leave my house, like the theaters, but Hollywood needs to step it up. Like that movie Obsession was made by a YouTuber and it cleared like $100 million, yielding a 100x return on the budget. Like that's insane. You're telling me that these massive studios can't do the same thing? Like I just find that hard to believe. Anyway, let me know what you guys.
Oh yeah, for like the people that don't know about Obsession, Obsession wasn't made by a high profit crew. They were low budget. They only had four main characters and they only had like 15 actors itself. The background characters and the cops and all this stuff. These there was only like 15 of them in total. They did not think that movie was going to succeed the way it did, and now Obsession is probably number one horror movie out, definitely right now. But like he said, it's these billion-dollar companies, billion-dollar people trying to make these movies, and the movies ain't worth nothing. Versus a low budget, he probably had not even $50,000 put into this movie because he didn't have $50,000. A YouTuber made this movie. Somebody like me, made that movie, and that movie was one of the most successful movies today. Big props.
Down in the comments below. If there's any movies you guys would recommend that I watch from literally any time ever, I'll check them out if I haven't seen them already. Follow me over on Spotify and subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys all later. Goodbye.
that was a good video. That was a really good video. I enjoyed that. There was a movie out in the movie theater and I could watch that same movie on Netflix, I'm obviously choosing Netflix. Everybody's choosing Netflix. The only time you're going to the movie theaters is because your friends asked you and you want to get out the house, or if you just want to get out the house. Those are your only reason going to the movie theaters. Nobody just loves the movies in 2026. But you would think people would love going to the movies in 2026 because it's just a bigger screen of your cellular device. But that was a good video. Make sure you guys follow me everywhere. Um, I am back for real this time. I got to get on my stuff, and I'm going to do a lot more reaction videos. So stay tuned. Also, if you want to see any video for me to react to, any video for me to debate, any type of video, let me know down below. But yeah, make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on that notifications. It's been a good one, and we out.